Hello everybody and welcome back to another Patriots video here for the 2025-2026 season. The New England Patriots have done it once again. The New England Patriots have won 3 games in a row. The New England Patriots win this week of a score of 25-19 against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Let's talk about it in this video. I'm going to get the not so good news for the Patriots throughout the game for this game. Defense was a bit questionable this week. Before we get into all the good stuff for the Patriots this week, the defense was a bit questionable. The defense definitely could have gotten more stops in the first half. The only stop they got in the first half was at the final second right before halftime when they sacked Spencer Rattler when the Saints couldn't do anything right before halftime started. That was the only time. And that lasted like 10 seconds. Everything else, Patriots gave up points to the Saints. And I will tell you what, the Saints, I don't think they're the worst team in the NFL, but they're definitely one of the worst, but not the worst. Spencer Rattler is pretty decent quarterback. But the Saints in general are just not a good team. They're now 1-5. But this was a close game. This was a closer game than anticipated, than I wanted it to be. And here's the main reason. It's because we beat the Buffalo Bills last week in Buffalo. But you know what? The Patriots won, so a win is a win, and that's that. That's what it is. So the Patriots are now 4-2 on the regular season. And I will say this, and I know you guys out there are saying this too. The New England Patriots could be 6-0 right now. As crazy as that sounds, they could be 6-0 right now. I said this probably every week. I'm going to say it again. The New England Patriots lost week 1 only by 7, and they would have beat the Steelers if they didn't fumble it 80 times. That's it. If we turn those two things around, we're an undefeated team. We would be the only undefeated team right now in the NFL. 6-0. But I would definitely still take a 4-2 record, and especially the games we have coming up next. Because I would tell you what, the NFL bailed us out with a great schedule. An easy schedule. The upcoming games we have is the Titans next week, the Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers, which is going to be the hard one, and then the Jets. On paper, I can only see us losing one of those games, and that is, of course, the Buccaneers game. The Buccaneers just scored 20 points against the 49ers in one half. That's concerning when they play the Patriots. So if the Patriots win every game except the Buccaneers game, that would put the Patriots at 8 wins and 3 losses through 11 weeks out of 18. And that would put them in a commanding spot for a playoff spot. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because those are the next 5. I'm just letting you know how easy the schedule is. And the Patriots, for right now, are taking advantage of it. They could have taken advantage of it a lot more. We could easily be 5-1 or 6-0. Easy. It's not like we got blown out in those games. But the Patriots are in a good spot right now. 4-2. They're playing the Titans next week, so that should be a win. They're playing the Browns. That should be a win. So that would put us at 6-2. Then we play the Falcons. That could be a win. It could be a little interesting. The Falcons are like up and down in some games. Sometimes they look really bad, and sometimes they're like, oh, maybe we're a decent football team. So that could be interesting, but I do expect that as a win. So that would put us at 72, and then the Bucs game, which I think we're going to lose. I did say that against the Bills, and we won in Buffalo. So don't count us out in any game, honestly. But if you look on the statistics and everything like that, it might be a loss. We'll see. We'll see what happens before we play the Buccaneers. We still have a couple of games before that, and then we play the Jets after. And the Jets are just, I'm not even going to talk about the Jets. So yeah, I feel really good. Drake May is our guy. That is confirmed. That is another great day by May. Another great day by Diggs. Yes, I will talk about the horrendous calls by the refs this game. This was one of the worst reffing games, reffing calls, whatever you want to freaking call it. It was a mess. And I don't like to blame the refs because it's a childish thing when a team loses and you want to blame something, blah, blah, blah. Those calls have to be looked into. Even The Patriots won. It still has to be looked into. Especially for Diggs. What the heck? Stephon Diggs, 2 amazing plays. Gets called off because he puts a hand on some dude in his pass interference. Not once, but twice in the same game. What the heck? This is football. We can't touch players now? I don't understand that. And then there was other calls that were questionable, but those 2 were the most standard out of all. And there were many more. It was so bad. Yes, the Patriots still got to win. That still needs to be looked into, even though the Patriots won. It doesn't matter if the Patriots won or lost this game. That needs to be looked into. That was awful. That was one of the worst reffing officiating I've seen in a long time for a Patriots game. And matter of fact, any game in the NFL. I can't remember something as bad as that. It was so bad. My gosh. So, yeah, that was really upsetting me during the game because I thought we were going to get screwed by that, but we didn't. Patriots won by 6. I will say the defense needs to be better next week. If there was one flaw for the Patriots themselves, it was the defense. It was not the best. It got a little better in the second half, but the first half was definitely pretty atrocious. They gave up a field goal, touchdown, field goal, and then they had that mini little stop right before halftime. But, I mean, they were playing the Saints. I know the Saints could have the good moments and everything. Sometimes once in a while, they'd be like a great throw from Spencer Rattler. But the Patriots gave up 20 points to the Bills, which anticipated to be 35 plus. And the Saints almost scored 20 in this game. So the Patriots defense definitely responded in the second half. The first half had to be cleaned up though. I need to see when we play the Titans, the offense is fine. The offense is doing its job. The offense just needs to continue what it's doing. Special teams is doing good. The defense, if the defense can just be better in the first half and stay good in the second half, we should be able to wipe out the Titans no problem, and the Browns coming up in the next 2 weeks. So if the Patriots can just clean that first half defense up, it's going to be all good sunshines and rainbows for the New England Patriots for the next couple weeks. But that's going to do it for this video because there's other football games going on right now that I want to watch, so I just wanted to make this video before I forget. Thank you guys for watching. Patriots in a great spot right now. Quick update on the Bruins and Celtics. Bruins have not lost a game yet. They are 3-0. They have not lost. So, great start for the Bruins. We've been here before, and we've been through the chokes the same season in the playoffs. So, I'm not getting too excited, but I am excited that we are 3-0 and haven't lost yet. We did beat the Capitals game 1, which is the Capitals are a good team. And then we beat the Blackhawks, which are a better team this year that I have seen. They definitely improved the last couple seasons. And then we played the Sabres, which the Sabres are pretty much like the Jets of hockey, in my opinion. And we play the Lightning tomorrow, which could be an interesting game. They didn't do that well against the Devils yesterday. Could be an interesting. And then we have the Panthers and Golden Knights coming up and the Avalanche. So we're going to play some tougher opponents. So I think the Bruins' first loss will be coming up this week, unfortunately, in my opinion. I don't see ourselves getting past the Avalanche, Golden Knights, and Panthers. But we'll see what happens. You never know. Celtics preseason. They blew it last night. Celtics had a 27-point lead in the second half and blew it. You could say it's preseason. Now, I'm going to make a full video on this. Actually, no, I'm not, because it only happened once. I'll only make a video on this if it starts happening in the regular season again. The Celtics blew a 27-point lead in the second half against the Raptors on preseason last night. I am seeing the same problems on the Celtics right now that got us eliminated by the Knicks last year. Yes, you could say it's preseason, but it concerns me because it's the same problem from last year when we had Tatum and it doesn't matter who's on the floor because it happens. And why does it happen? Turnovers. It's exactly what happened last year. If that starts happening in the regular season, there will be videos about it. Mark my words, there will be videos. It better not happen because I don't want to go through that again. That's exactly why we did not go back-to-back last year. Not because of the Tatum injury. Well, Tatum injury is part of it. But the other part was the blown leads. That's what it is. You can't do that. So, there's an update on the Celtics. Celtics are good. There's just that one problem. And yeah, there's no updates on the Red Sox, obviously, because the postseason is still going on, so you're not going to see moves by the teams until the season's over. So we're not going to have a Red Sox video for probably the next couple months. But that's your updates around Boston sports. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.